So on a lighter note, here is my first health and beauty tip for lazy 40 somethings. So like my hair is really fine, and by fine what I mean is that it's really thin, and I don't have a whole lot of it. Like my whole life it's been like that. It's maybe the lighting would be better out here. I don't know. I'm just gonna go sit on the couch. So my whole life it's been thin and sparse like that. There's just not a lot of it. You know, the individual strands are very thin. One, and two, I don't have a lot of hair. So you know, I'm kind of used to it, but like it's always bothered me. I mean, I know it's superficial to like be worried about your hair, you know, but you know what? Fuck it. You know, I decided that if I could make it better, why shouldn't I? You know, fuck everybody. So I did some research on YouTube. YouTube is fucking awesome. I mean, you know what? I need to start my own fucking health and beauty channel on YouTube. So my hair, in addition to being really thin and sparse, or however you say that word, it's also very damaged and prone to breakage and weak. Like my ends are split. And you know what? They are split, but more commonly than split, what my ends do is they like break. Like if I can find an example, I'll show you an example of what it looks like. So my hairs will break, and sometimes it's like a joint. It looks like it's jointed, and that joint will just snap right off. It's weird, but I do get split ends, but more often like these joint things. And like I've tried to ask my hairdressers about them, and they're just like, oh, you know, those are just split ends. But like it's different from anyway. So it's always been like that, and you know, I never really realized that like chemicals, like when you dye your hair, that damages your hair. And I never really, I mean, I kind of knew, you know, in the back of my head, I knew that it damages your hair, but I didn't really understand just how damaging that is. So a lot of that is probably due to like color damage I've done in the past, you know. And if you don't cut that damage, like you can't repair that damage. The only way to get rid of it is to cut it off. And if you don't do that and it just breaks, it's like that hair, that strand will inevitably like keep on breaking like that until you do like cut the dead end, I think. But you know, it even happens it doesn't always happen at the end. Like I said, it happens like, you know, a pretty good like couple inches above. Anyway, so I decided to try this the very first video I watched about it, she's just like some kid. She's like some high school kid, and most of these videos are like high school kids, you know, and they look good, you know. I'm like, that's a fucking high school kid. She looks like a 25-year-old woman, you know. And anyway, she said on her video that she uses this Nexxus ProMend leave-in treatment. And she says that it's like she could use just that, and it makes her hair like totally soft and like and she said she can't even see her split ends. And I was like, what? You can't even see split ends? That's bullshit. So, but like I'm like, really? I mean, this is a real person. She says it works. So, excuse me. So I got it. I spent way too much money on it. It was like $8.50. That includes shipping. $8.50 with shipping for like a 5.2 ounce bottle or something. So I spent the $8.50, you know. There goes my budget for non-essentials for the month. But so I got it, and I've used it twice so far, and well, maybe 3 times, you know, because I don't wash my hair like every day. I wash my hair like at the most often I wash my hair like every 3 days, and sometimes it's longer between washings. So I mean, that's good. Everyone agrees. Everyone I've seen videos seems to agree that it's good not to wash your hair, because your natural oils are like the best thing that your hair, like the best thing you can do for your hair is to leave your natural oils like period. I think that's the point I was trying to make. So anyway, so I used that stuff twice, and like immediately after the first time I used it, like it did seem like it didn't make my split ends disappear, and it didn't do the joints. It didn't do anything for the joints, but it did seem like it was helping that my hair. It made my hair softer, like, and I did notice an improvement. Like it made it thicker. Like it felt like I had more hair, and up here especially, like it didn't really do much for the ends, but it really made my roots like feel and look better, and I was impressed. So I used that, plus I used at the same time I used that, I also used the Pro Mend, the same line, their straightening gel and I blow dried my hair straight, you know, and that was and it looked pretty good, you know. I was like, wow, this looks good, you know. My bangs, like the next day when I woke up, like, you know how my hair is like all the time, you know, it's sticking up, you know, that's because it's dry, and I never really understood that. Like my hair has always been, I've always had the worst bed head, you know. I wake up in the morning, my hair is literally like, it's not anything you can fix. I mean, it's not like you can go like this and then it's better. Like once it's stuck, like you've seen in my other videos when bangs are all like sticking straight up, you know, that's because it's dry. I never really understood that before. So if I keep my bangs and stuff, if I use these products, it keeps them moisturized, so I can smooth them back down. I'm like, I've never been able to do that in my life, in my entire life. I don't remember ever just being able to be like, and like smooth out my crazy bed head. And like it looks, I can just put my hand through it and I'm able to like untangle, you know. Oh wait, I'm getting way ahead of myself. That's not with this product. The product that I was just talking about is not the product I'm using right now that made my hair look as it is at this moment. So I probably, yeah, I think this is why people edit videos, right? Yeah, I don't know how to do that. So anyway, after I used the two, so my hair, I did the same stuff. Like I used the same shampoo that I always do, which is the dandruff. So I used my dandruff shampoo, and then I used my okay, so first I washed my hair with the dandruff shampoo, and then I put my Ovation Cell Therapy, and I left it on for like 20 minutes while I shaved and bathed, and then I got out of the shower. Oh, and then I rinsed it out after about 20 minutes, and then I used the Ovation Cream Rinse just for, you know, 2 minutes. Not even, you know, just mostly on the ends, you know, but also I put it in my roots too. And I rinsed it out, and then as soon as I got out of the shower, or shortly thereafter, before my hair started to dry too much, you know, I towel dried it, you know, and then I put the Ovation essential oils. I really like that stuff. That stuff is better than the Garnier Fructis, is it? The argan oil that they have. I like that stuff. The Shine, the Frizz, I can't remember. Shine Serum, Frizz Serum, I like that stuff. But yeah, the Ovation stuff is better. It's like more oil and less product, I guess. And so I put that on, mostly on my ends again. You know, I take it, I rub it just to make my surface of my palms and fingers glisten with it, you know, not too much. And first I run it through the ends, and then I put it everywhere else. And then I let that soak in for like while I brush my teeth, I think. And then so like, you know, 5 minutes. And then I put on the Nexxus Pro Mend leave-in treatment. Again, mostly through the ends, but also patted through the rest of my hair. And then, like shortly after that, like I only let that sit in there for like a minute, and then I put the Nexxus Pro Mend straightening lotion in. Okay, and then I think probably much immediately, or maybe within a couple of minutes, I sprayed on my Aussie hair insurance thermal protection spray. That stuff is so important. Like, I never realized how important it is to protect your hair from heat damage. Like, when I used to blow dry my hair, like in high school and stuff, and even like later on, I don't think I ever used like heat protection. I mean, I would use like a mousse, you know, I would use a product, but I don't know if that was a heat protecting product, and that shit damages your hair too. So, so I decided no more heat, and no more color on my hair, but with the exception of my bangs. Maybe I'll color my bangs, because look at the gray, you know. And plus I cut my bangs, so like I don't really mind if just the bangs get damaged, because I can cut that damage out and I don't mind. So maybe I will. And when I was in Sally, they have crazy colors. I could do like pink, you know? It's fucking nuts. Go away. And maybe not like my whole bangs, but maybe like the tip of my bangs, like ombre. Okay, so after I sprayed the hair insurance, I brushed everything through. I think this is the first time brushing, so I used my Tangle Teezer and I gently brushed everything through, and then I blow dried it using my fingers at the roots, and then my paddle brush, mostly at the roots, and then just a quick through the rest of my hair. I mean, my hair dries like instantly, you know. It takes nothing to dry this stuff. Like one sweep with the hair dryer, one sweep with the, you know, brush, the paddle brush and hair dryer, and it's dry. But if I didn't use oil, it would literally take one try. But because I use oil and products, you know, it keeps my hair moister. So anyway, so that was my first foray and experiment into using products to see if I could improve my hair, you know. I should probably talk a little bit more about, like, you know, well, I think I talked about my hair problems. Like, it's super dry, it's coarse, you know, like my bangs can be coarse even, like, you know, but that kind of worries me, because I think all the color and stuff is out of my bangs. But I do put a lot of heat on my bangs. Yeah, I don't want it to be so coarse. But my natural hair is a little bit coarse, even though it's thin. I don't know if, like, that makes sense, but my hair is thin but coarse. And yeah, so the results of my first foray into that was that it was I don't know what I was saying. Did I already talk about what it was like after? Yeah, it felt thicker. I mean, it didn't seem like the ends were any different, but like the rest of it seemed different. Yeah, I felt it was important to distinguish that my hair now is not the hair that I'm talking about, but I think I might have gotten confused, and I should fix that later. I'm not gonna worry about it now, or I could babble about it all day. That's another example of my weird, like, how my condition makes me feel. There's all my hair. See, it's pretty long. It's just thin. There's nothing to it. Like, if I had a normal head of hair, like thick hair, look how long all that hair would be. That's pretty long, man. But like, instead, I have no hair, so I'd really like to thicken it. I think I would do more for like my confidence. Like, I'm trying to be more socially interactive with people. Like, I had Mark and Jen over, and that was awesome. I'm so glad I did that. We all had a good time. I really think they had a good time too. So, and I called Dad, and I even talked to Jonathan, and it was nice. I talked to him for like 40 minutes. So, you know, I'm trying to increase my social interaction. I think looking better would improve my confidence. You know, having like normal person hair instead of this weird sparse thin hair would do that. So, yeah, so I thought